Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, wake up, it's time to rise and sing the praise of Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's time to rise, to sing, to shout, to bring him all your heart. He'll do the bigger part, if you will only make a start.
Welcome to an 8-part inspirational devotional series entitled The NEWSTART Solution. For 8 consecutive days, we will be talking about greatest long-term solution to health-related problems, especially during this time of pandemic. As you wake up each day and have your 7 minutes with God, you will be blessed with great suggestions, proven viewpoints, and experiential facts regarding the best solution for health crisis in these pandemic times. Again, the NEWSTART Solution will be joining you in this timely devotional, and you will be with Brother Noy Gonzaga, your online inspirational evangelist, ready to be God's humble mouthpiece for this moment. For our second offering, let us talk about exercise. E in NEWSTART stands for exercise. So that we will not be lost in the enormity of this topic, we will focus our inspirational learning in 4 questions. Question number 1. What is the primary importance of exercise to our human system? Question number 2. Can exercise increase body tolerance in terms of effort and resistance? Question number 3. What is the best time for exercise? Question number 4. Where is the best place for exercise? As we continue this health and biblical learning, let us first focus our minds on this gem found in 1 Corinthians 9:26. And it says, "Therefore I exercise in such a way that I am not aimless. I do not exercise just to waste time, but I discipline my body and make abide by what is good." Friends, exercise generally is more of an act to create movement and action for the body. Today, the word exercise was a little bit over-specified that it mostly refer already to gym and fitness attributes. However, it should be made clear that such an interpretation is just a commercial innovativeness. We define exercise generally as anything that causes movement and action to the human body. If you notice, during the time of Jesus, when he was having his ministry here in this world, they are all walking from one place to another, and that involves the 12 disciples. With the progressive rest only happening with short rides to donkeys and other assisting animals. That is their only rest. But primarily, they walk. That is actually the unseen and unsung secret of the Bible, and it is waiting to be uncovered. Today, many workers of God are already sick with cardiovascular and respiratory diseases, both of which are primary lifestyle conditions. Why? Because the ministry evolved with an unsaid condition that for one to work for God, they preferably have wheels or vehicular assistance. So seldom can you see today messengers of God on foot, which is a very natural exercise. Aesthetically, this is a status symbol already for a messenger of God to have a vehicle. But in the parlance of health, this is a degradation. Only a few people now go to church walking, which could have been a great exercise substitute for people who are professionally busy and commercially occupied. Now, this will lead us to the first inquiry. What is the importance of exercise, especially to the human system? Well, there are many notable advantages, but we will only cite 3 to satisfy the inquiry. Number 1, exercise facilitates effective digestion. Number 2, exercise maximizes blood circulation. And number 3, exercise diminishes fat and cholesterol formation in the body. Well, let's talk about the first, facilitating digestion. Our physical activity helps in the movement of our food in the digestive area or in the stomach, preventing it from unnecessary settlement that may cause spoiling, which in turn will be attractive to bacteria that may result in ulcerations. Therefore, we need to exercise to encourage faster digestion and better motility in the digestive organs, resulting to better amount and coverage of the digestive capacity. Now let us focus on exercise and blood circulation. It is a general principle that external movement results to internal movement. Our physicality resulting from action and motion encourages circulation and fluency of blood travel in our system, causing the unoxygenated blood to fastly be brought to the heart for conversion to healthy blood and then redispose again to the system so that oxygen will be present, which is also the lifeline of our cells and body organs. In short, when we exercise, there is a faster replacement of dirty air in the body with clean air in the body. In the execution of exercise, this process is becoming more efficient and fast. We're talking about the gas exchange or the replacement of unoxygenated air with oxygenated air so that our body will have something to use when they are functioning. That is why we can think better and move better when we are doing frequent exercise, because oxygenation in our system is fastly recovering and integrating. Now focusing on cholesterol formation and exercise. Well, gravity and law of motion applies a lot why fats and cholesterol byproducts settle in the blood vessels and even in the primary organs of our body. The simple reason for this is the lack of exercise or the lack of displacing actions to prevent this construction going on. We're talking about construction of cholesterol, construction of fats, okay, in the blood vessel and in the primary body organs. So the point we want to clarify is these formations of plaque in the blood vessels and in the primary organs could have been prevented or lessened if the fact of exercise was not neglected in the life that we live every day. The more movement we have, the lesser capacity for cholesterol to build up in our blood vessels and primary organs. One more thing that we need to understand is the fact that our body is actually an elastic system, but its elasticity depends on the frequency of its utilization. The point now that we are focusing here is, if there is a routine-based and regular exercise, this will not cause the body extreme labor problems in adjusting to workloads because the body is used to activity-based movement already. This will then increase our tolerance to fatigue, and our system holds up to the challenge of physicality that is being presented. The reverse of this is quite dangerous, as it can lead to severe body tissue injury or sometimes fatigue to the body, especially the major body organs. A very good example of this is when you are climbing mountains. When you are having frequent exercise before doing the actual climb, climbing will be easy. But if you will not be doing exercise and you proceeded to climb, it will take a lot of labor and it will sacrifice and hurt the body organs. Proceeding, let us now address two peculiar questions. Is there a right time and right place for exercise? Well, we may neglect this factual point, but the answer is yes. Exercise is best done when there is the presence of sunlight. That means optimum exercise can be attained during the time when sunrise is up to 9 a.m. Again, during the time when the sun peeps early in the morning up to 9 a.m. Going beyond may still be good for exercise, but it will have counter effects already caused by extremely hot sun rays. So the essence of exercise early in the morning results to two connective advantages. First, Early morning air is projected to be more healthy, and the intensity of the sun is conducive for body needs. That is the second. Now here is the catch. When we exercise, we need heat because the idea is to remove the plaques caused by fats and cholesterol products in our body. In order to do this, there should also be enlarging of the blood vessels. All of these can only be attained in the presence of heat, as coldness will result to shrinking of the blood vessels and also the clumping of fatty formations. That is why sunlight and exercise cannot be separated from each other. Why? Because exercise gives the movement and sunlight helps in displacing and burning and liquefying the unwanted formations. This will then lead us to our last concern, the place, the right place. If you come to think of it, the right place to exercise is outside on a sun-exposing environment. There is no other place better than that. This will then give us a logic that exercise in an air-conditioned gym or building will be useless as exercise creates heat, but air conditioning cancels with coldness. So let us have a common sense. When dealing with the place and time of our exercise, we may be putting a lot of effort, but it is actually non-progressive because we do it wrongly. Again, we need heat to broaden our blood vessels and to detach the cholesterol. Now, what will heat do? If there is an air condition, that will cement it back to the blood vessels and the body organs. It will cancel out heat and it will make your exercise close to useless. To conclude, during this time of pandemic, good digestion, good body tolerance, and good blood circulation can increase the body's capability of fighting infections and holding our immunity to the optimum capacity. That is the very reason why negligence of exercise can also lead to a body that will be easily contaminated and defeated by the viral pandemic. If we want to have a greater tolerance, especially in terms of body immunity and resistance, one way of effectively doing it is to have regular exercise more effectively in the right time and the right place. Well, oftentimes we may neglect the importance of exercise, maybe because we want the effect of our exercise to be felt right away. Dear friends, the advantage of a body that has regular exercise will be felt when the system will be pushed to the edge, especially in times like what we have now, the viral pandemic. Exercise can add a layer of protective advantage, thus giving our immune system an easier time boosting our body resistance. Let us help our body do its duty by exercising daily. This is our second of 8 parts in our inspirational devotional series entitled The NEWSTART Solutions. E in NEWSTART stands for exercise. This is still an advocacy and inspirational sharing through morning devotionals because we always know that to start our day great, we have to have 7 minutes with God this moment. Have a healthy and happy life, everyone.
Wake up, wake up, it's time to rise and sing the praise of Jesus. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's time to rise, to sing, to shout, to bring him all your heart. He'll do the good part, if you will only make a start.
Wake up! Wake up!